crucial game already. Plus, and then you play again the number one team, being the number eight position, should they win the do or die game.
I think that's when the coaches will bring that old adage of one game at a time.
Yeah, I can imagine. I think that no one has ever, maybe being at the number eight position, yes, someone has survived that, but the way, what's at stake with Magnolia right now, that's going to be really tough, Anthony. And if they go away all the way, wow, it's going to be a big achievement.
They say just making it to the semifinals, I think it's going to be heaven sent.
Look at the way that they've been playing this game. Coach Chito Victorero declared war against Meralco in this game because of the importance. And look at the way the players are so fired up that they are able to give defensive problems to the Bolts because everyone is able to just get by their defenders.
Sangalang is back in, so Ricardo Ratliff will have his first rest of the ball game. 15-point advantage, could be 16. Yes, it is. (34-19) is our tally. Hodge will put up a three. The rattle out. Back down CJ. And Rios converts.
So to be active on offensive glass, just keep on tapping that ball to your teammate. You will be given another chance to make an attempt.
The beast forcing the issue. Sangalang inside. A little bit too strong. Of Torres. The 2 minutes to be played here in the first period. Whipping a pass there to Rios. Johnson now with 5 points as we check in with Bell.
Johnson Rios is now a proud dad of two, following his 3-year-old Zach, who just welcomed his second son, Zeus, days ago. Luckily, Johnson shared that their family has already established a routine, so it has been easier for him to get to sleep, still waking up early enough to spend time with his newborn. And just when he thought he was already so inspired as a dad one, he shared he realized he still has so much love to give, inspiring and motivating him even more.
Well, the more kids you have, the more love you've got to give.
Well, the kids are the biggest blessing for
Yes.
every baller out there, every father. Of course, a couple is blessed with another one. And usually, when a new kid is born, the player is just so eager to really play and perform because it's just like at a high. Most especially for the newborn being part of the family. Congratulations, of course, to the Rios couple, for their second baby.
That's when you love to be able to play when you're at a high.
Yeah,
Confidence is there. You're just smiling.
Even if you lack sleep because of taking care of the baby, you're still so pumped up. Just to see that your baby's face really inspires you a lot to really work.
Xavier's going to misfire from there. Another rebound hold by Norbert Torres. Black will go to Torres. Extra pass to Cancino.
Where's the other phone?
Switch the play to the other side. More than enough time on their shot clock here as we enter the final minute. Cancino sets himself up. That'll drop.
Great patience there on the part of Meralco. Aaron Black was just so patient. He was looking at the shot clock and he was still able to execute the nice play and get an open shot.
Sangalang against Torres. Drop step. Gets blocked there by Norbert.
Norbert did a fantastic job of trying to cover all those pivot moves. But look at it right here, how they got open. Quick ball swings, that open look there. They CJ can see.
10 seconds in the shot clock. The pass went to the wrong individual.
Smart move, Anthony. He cut the angle because if not, if he had gone straight to the hole, of course, Xavier Lucero would have blocked that shot.
Xavier Lucero was just waiting to come up with the shot block.
You see a lot of, Chris Newsom was also doing a lot of those cutting of the angles earlier, and now it's CJ's turn, and it was clearly seen in that last sequence.
Dimosa is able to extricate, but not able to drop that shot. To a high of 15 points. Lead has been whittled down to 7, but Ricardo Ratliff his way here in the first 12 minutes of action. Look at those numbers.
Monster numbers early, Anthony, and that's really a good sign for the import of Magnolia.
He's actually perfect from the field here, Eric.
That's big. I mean, he's primarily responsible why they had 35 big points in the first quarter, though.
You're still tuned to PBA Russian. This was Meralco. Just take a look at the ball. TJ Cancino a career high game, and when asked about it, he said with a smile, coaches and his kuyas have been putting a lot of pressure on him to fill the gaps left in the lane of Magnolia. He shared that his defense coaches also can admit that his fresh average body just won't cut it in the long run here in the because he is still relatively later in CJ's words. Hindi pa sanay sa banggaan, nagugulangan his active Jack with Bong able to help him adjust to crash. He's also slowly trying to get the
Well, if you're going to be working out with Bon Quinto, who is a physical player, that will really help your game.
Yes, you know, I spoke to a lot of the high school coaches of goalkeeper. They told me that he played power forward in high school, or even or rather in college. So that's why he's very used to the physical, kind of play because he's used to playing four. And then once you put him in the guard position here, he will definitely get an advantage. So he's going to be a perfect, fit for CJ Cancino to learn from because he's really used to that kind of physicality already, especially here in the league.
Mark Baroka finally stops that spell here. A bit of a drought for the Magnolia Hotshots.
Magnolia had 40 points right away, and they're really executing well.
Dino sets himself up a little bit too strong. For possession. Black for three. Back from that one. Long rebound goes to Johnson Rios.
2 rebounds right away for Johnson Rios. Was very active coming from the outside. He's not just only watching.
Rifaj with his third foul here. Hutch might get a warning here. He's been replaced and he's still on the floor.
He was also wanting a review of what happened last.
But at the same time, you can ask for the challenge, but if your head coach doesn't ask for it,
Yes,
you still won't get the
just have to
challenge.
respect it. Just have to, if you don't agree with it, just go on with the game.
Paul Lee has come in. And he has
Definitely.
announced century.
Definitely. I mean, you'd love to see Paul Lee play again. And how crucial he is, most especially on those situations where it's crunch time. And Paul really delivers.
Aaron Black answers with a three of his own.
Also something good for Aaron because for a while he wasn't really at 100%. And he's going to be a big compliment for the boys. But help you.
Arroca with a tough jumper there over Pasaol.
Magnolia shooting the lights out here at the Phil Sports Arena.
And it seems like they're now starting to click when the games really matter. The previous games didn't, but now if they lose, they're out.
They just, it's safe to say that they're peaking at the right time.
Maybe.
But the hard part is, the task at hand is definitely a lot tougher, but look at the way they've been executing. There's a lot of breakdown. There's a lot of miscommunication on the part of the Colts defense. That's something that Magnolia is taking advantage of.
You can see the coaching staff of Meralco is not happy with all these layups they're giving up.
This is way too easy, Anthony.
Pasa all from the wing. That'll drop.
Ball 3 with a 9 shooting from the outside.
Save there for Abueva. Would have gone straight to Eric Reyes.
That would have been a turnover.
With a chicken wing there. And it's going to work here with the beast. He says, this is my territory. Shitted area.
Yeah, whoever wants that matchup, who wants to test, the physical side or the physicality of Aaron Black on the post.
The way he held him off there. Maybe chicken wing.
That's what you call some gulang there when you're on the low post. It's within the acceptable limits. That's why there was no fall.
Aaron will take a seat and Andrew Karam will check in for the first time. Roca will be replaced. Here comes Lastimosa.
Because really using a lot of their bench, giving them an opportunity to play.
Beast converts.
Everyone is playing well for Magnolia. Whoever comes into the game is very productive.
Back up to a 15-point lead. Biggest lead was at 16. Spins and scores again.
That's what you call bully basketball. You just want to be as physical, back down anyone on the paint.
It's now a 17-point advantage. Opened up here by the Hotshots. The Bulls will look inside.
You're eating already.
Denied there by Xavier. Ooh, Paul Lee left wide open for 4. Short.
Oh, look at that tip, Anthony. With just one hand, Sen was able to control that basketball off that rebound. He just tips it to his teammate for an easy deuce.
That's the best of the game. Brought to you by Honda, official motorcycle of the PBA. Here. Rebound and an assist for Xavier. And an easy 2 points for the still perfect from the field, Ricardo Ratliff.
Been really taking advantage of all the opportunities he had. But the nice part is his teammates are getting it.
What happened?
No, I not chicken.
more involved.
Here's Xavier. Trying to rush things. As Ratliff once again. Another assist here for Xavier.
Transition defense is not in
Oh, come. Lord.
Squad. Over here to Magnolia. Lazan hit that three. And he had hard Ratliff trailing him every single step of the way.
that value of a perimeter game is important, especially if you're up against all these giants.
And again, Xavier Lucero moving so well without the basketball. And a perfect pass here from Paul Lee.
This given this deep basketball, they've really been moving the ball so well.
22-point advantage. Newsom lost it. Lucero. See the way he just gets out there. He's just so quick.
Long strides, but look at the way Lucero has been effective here. Paulie feeding that corner three. Right there. Just moving well without that ball.
The NBA's midseason classic is here. Watch the 2025 NBA All-Star Weekend live from Feb 15 to 17, exclusive NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, RPTV, and Filipinas Live. It's going to be one awesome weekend. So to make both 4-point advantage. They want to settle the outcome here in the first half.
They don't want to take advantage of this, or at least they can just post along.
But again, we mentioned the fact that we showed you the scenarios. If they do win today, they have another game on Sunday. So as you said, yes, you want to be able to be rested as you possibly can. Lucero inside. Couple of moves. Boy, that was a heat check, really. And he had Mendoza on his hip. This is going to get fouled. Will be called there on Alfaro. Terrific effort here for Xavier, and he stuck it out. Well-deserved rest here for Xavier.
Getting the passes to where he really wanted to catch it. That's why it's a lot easier for him to score.
Aram hit.
Challenge for the Meralco boys. They just could really, yeah.
Hey.
Short there. Nice tap by Ratliff. Goes to Sangalan. Back inside to Ricardo. And Ricardo's just too pretty inside for Almazan to handle.
Yes, it's a very good position. Look at the high-low play. He was able to hold down Hassan with his forearm, his right forearm. And I'm sure that would have been heavy for him when he once he plants that on your chest.
Trying to give the Hotshots their
Give me
biggest
that.
taste of the lead here this afternoon. and does. Now a 25. I'm looking for space. Puts up a jumper, hits his second basket.
Was really impressed with Anto. Every time he gets used, whether just a minute or so, he always gets something done, and he does it so well.
Do not force the issue. Turns around. His first miss. And the 3.5 remaining here. Rios was waiting at the corner. Check that. That was Mendoza.
Erratic style of play is just he holds the ball up in the air. So he will actually lull you to sleep because you think that he will just pass the ball and then he will just like go up in the air. So he will deceive you with the way he puts the ball up.
Look at those threes he took a while ago. It didn't seem like he was ready to take those threes.
Because it was like a quick release, Anthony. And you would just be surprised.
Release there from downtown for Torres. Not going to drop. Another rebound here for Ricardo as he's working towards a double-double. Alfaro will launch. Will misfire. Sanggalang is there for the easy putback.
That's the hardest part. If you force Magnolia to miss a shot already, but if they get that second chance opportunities, and that's going to be something that's going to be tougher for Colts to control.
Chris Banquero will be reinserted in the lineup together with Bong Quinto. They've been sitting for quite a while. They did start the ball game though. Familiar matchup we had in quarter number 1. Play there for De La Rosa. Made sure there was contact and he's heading to the line for 2 free throws. Timeout will now be called here by the Hotshots. In this do or die encounter so far, they're looking good.
Siguro kailangan lang namin maging positive and kailangan lang namin maniwala sa isa't isa kasi nandito na to eh. Ito na yung sitwasyon namin eh. So, kailangan every game na lalaroin namin na positive lang kami kasi kung iisipin lang namin kung lahat na nangyayari, magmumukmuk kami. So, wala talaga mangyayari sa amin. So, ngayon may chance kami, nanalo kami. So, yeah, focus kami sa next game namin. At least kung manalo kami ulit doon, meron pa rin kaming chance. So, ayun lang, maging positive lang kami, maniwala kami sa isa't isa. Kahit ano
And as they say, sometimes that's half the battle won. You come into a situation with a positive mindset.
I mean, the positive mindset always helps because it brings your energy, it brings your confidence. That's something that can you imagine, Anthony, if you have 12 players with a lot of positivity in them, it just brings just so many opportunities for them, most especially in the game of basketball. And especially in a crucial game like this where it's a must-win situation.
Now a 26-point advantage could be 27. It is 27. $69-42 is our tally as we approach the final 2 minutes of quarter number 2. Mazdan with the layup.
He was able to do that play despite being defended by Ricardo Ratliff.
Ricardo. They want to bring it closer. When he gets that deep inside, count the 2 points.
I gotta describe it. Bigat eh.
Mabigat na, malakas pa.
I mean, there's nothing you can really do because Raymond is such a strong player already. But those bumps, eventually when he gets down that deep, he's got very good footwork to be able to finish it off the opposite side.
Shot clock is down to 2. Ginter realizes it.
Those
Jumper's
are
not
tough
going to
shots.
work. Yes.
Anthony. I mean, those shots hit us off for the deep. Goalie work.
De La Rosa. The pass. A bit too low there for Sangalang. He apologizes.
Oh, smart move there.
Wow.
After that contact, he was able to release that ball very as quickly as possible. Oh, he's in the verge of an end one opportunity.
As you said, he knows how to play inside that paint.
That's way too smart. Be able to react like that and have that presence of mind to make an attempt.
Alfaro will pick up a personal. He's second. That's going to be the 4th team foul. We now have 56 seconds remaining in the first half. 30-second timeout going to be called here by Magnolia. You can see they're not leaving anything to chance, really. They are up by a bundle, but it looks like Coach Chito wants to diagram a play and score here. If you take a look at the performance so far of Xavier.
Well, he's very active already with 11 points and 3 assists. Then feeding Ricardo Ratliff with those drops. But look at the way he's been shooting the ball very well. Always ready to keep his hands up in order for him to catch those nice passes from his teammates.
So far, the 1-2 punch here today has been Ratliff and Lucero. They've combined for over 30 points. And a huge 71-point half put up here by Magnolia.
Like close to 35 points per quarter. So that's very hard to be up against a team that has scored beyond 30 points a quarter.
Looking at the 47 of Meralco, that's not bad. If you double that, they're going to score about 94 points.
At least, that's 24, 20, that's still beyond, how Magnolia would hold down teams. But the nice part is when they were struggling, Magnolia, they were really doing a good job defensively. Now they're even scoring and doing a better job.
And you can see there Magnolia got the play executed. Magnolia's got one more foul to use if they want to. And Mazan will take this one. That's offline. If rebounds, and he says, let's go for the final shot.
Magnolia had a good stop there. They were able to rotate quick, even if Meralco was doing a lot of those ball screens.
Here's there with a foul. That is actually the foul that they have to give. So now they're in the penalties. Timosa. Now making his move. Shoots over Almazan. Will come up short. A solid effort put together here. And a squad that needs to win. They're up huge. 73-47. Halftime break.
Yes.
Doing exactly those back.
Rosario. Boy, waiting, waiting, waiting for Jerry Magnolia. Dancing down the baseline. Chris, nice ball right.
Yun ang magiging problema ng game. Your big import is not a rim protector. You're going to have to put everything in two man's shoulders.
That's a minute time. Good mark. Pivot. Oh, what a move. He got it.
Oh, you pitch it out of the way. We're just like, iba talaga. You know, swerte ko talaga, wala pa si Jules sa tapat.
It's your attention. Well, look at that. Oh, great strides.
So, when you have all those
28 points, it's just one away from matching that total. Grabe. Oh, you could see that coming from the outside. George King. Naman noon, para kay Basti. Finished it through the bow. Christian David to bring up the ball. King. Oh, breaker. Whips down. Oh, he drops himself.
this is natural position for a PBA player playing this game. Oh, nice reverse.
Huge Pinoy step again. 59. Ito abante ng index. Rivera with another step.
Gitna. Walang buha pantay dun sa gitna. Richie Rivera.
Injury. Ah! Falling to Paulie up top. Spectacular finish by Janelle. Siguro Policarpio. Paulie attacking. It's baseline. Janelle. 7
Person again.
Kahit yung mga tutukan ayaw mahulog para sa Dearman. Perez. Oh, what a move for CJ.
That guy plays with so much. Ayaw na talaga. Kuha ng mga stroke. Yan lang tutunan. Kaya pagbalik niya, after sustaining the
Yet another steal for Tolentino. Irvin. Iwan kay Navarro. Beautiful. Fast break execution para sa Batang Pier.
there's just total domination by Northport.
At the half, it's Magnolia 73-47 here for the Meralco Bolts. Once again, welcome back here to Phil Sports Arena in a game that Magnolia desperately needs to win, and they're showing that they want to be able to force a game on Sunday.
Well, they were deadly all throughout to start things here in this first half, Anthony. You can definitely look at the stats later on. But again, Magnolia really trying to keep their hopes alive. Having a great game so far here.
And as you said, maybe they are peaking at the right time. Let's take a look at the numbers. These halftime stats are brought to you by Honda, official motorcycle of the PBA.
Well, it's been a dominant performance by Magnolia in all categories. But the most important, the glaring, stat line here for me is the 66% field goal shooting. If you play a team, Anthony, and they shoot 66% on you, very difficult. I'll be really surprised if your team isn't up against a team that has shot the ball 66% already so far with their field goals. They've been dominant of the rebounds primarily from Ricardo Ratic's presence. Overall, playing a lot of team basketball for the Magnolia team.
Leading scorers for both these squads, Ricardo Ratliff with 24 points, Xavier Lucero with 11, Calvin Abueva also in double digits with 10 points. Sangalang close to that with his 8. On the other side, look at this scoring. Almazan 6, Encino 5, and 5 apiece also for Torres and Black.
You've seen Meralco, no one yet hit double figures. And then when you look at on the side of Magnolia, whoever they, like we've seen Lucero do a very good job. Seen whoever coming off the bench, he's double figures right away with the dominant presence. But those three guys have really been a recipient or a beneficiary of all those great passes by the Magnolia teammates of theirs, and that's also the reason why they've been getting a lot of those easy.
Okay, now the big question remains. With a huge deficit, staring yourself in the face, talking about the Meralco Bolts, knowing that they don't necessarily need the victory here because they're locked into their position in the quarterfinals. You ask your players, give it that extra push wherein you might get one of them injured.
Well, the most important thing here, they execute the game plan well. They execute their patterns, their defensive schemes, because this is also in preparation for the next. You know, it's still a basketball game. You don't really want, the more you be careful with the way you move on the court, the more you can also even get injured. So you just want to play good enough so that at least you develop good habits coming into the next round.
The other side, Ratliff says, when we get to the end of the third, we want it to be literally a blowout.
Yes, and look at the way Magnolia starts things out here. But don't let up. They keep on executing very well. That's why Ratliff has really been getting a lot of position.
Biggest lead in the ball game at 28. The rebound for Ricardo. That Almazan miss. Roca. Time. Bates for the rebound. Ricardo will try to push. So a little one-on-one move, and the foul is going to be called there, Naris.
It's been challenging all his defenders right away, Anthony, because he wants to at least throw those fouls and go to the rim. He's also finding ways to really get going. So at least he gets more confident, with his open shots or open looks.
Ricardo gets away.
Nice shot fake got him enough, room to be able to get around his defender.
They look inside. Kissing it off the glass. Against Galang. At the moment he saw that he had a guard on him, he said, this is going to be easy pickings.
But the timing of that play has really been perfect because it's like a high-low play on one side. Because Sangalang just got that ball, and there's no big guy around him to be able to stop him there.
What's going to be called there in Ian? That's right with the inside incursion. Check in with Bell.
As expected, it was their lack of defense and the absence of their aggressiveness flagged in the dugout of Meralco. According to assistant coach Santo Soriano, they are looking to change the ball screen and close the defense to try and stop hot shots. Offensively, he associated how they just could not get the tempo they want because they can make stops, just circling back to their issues on the Anthony.
Well, they've seen what they need to do. Really also hard to execute when, I hate to use the term undermanned, because they're only missing one player really, but it's their import.
Yeah, the import really plays, scores over 20 points a game and averages, double figures of rebounds. So that is a big factor. Plus, of course, the intimidation with guys driving sides and a better matchup for Ricardo Ratliff. But then, Anthony, you know, um, they definitely need to work on a lot of those skills because whatever happens in this game, they will be most likely facing a tough opponent also in the quarterfinal round, who's got a lot of big men too. So and who uses a lot of those screens as well. So if you're not ready for that matchup and you develop bad habits here and have problems with those, the other team who you'll be facing in the quarterfinal round will take advantage of your weaknesses in this game.
Oh, that's for sure. But again, that is, as far as they're concerned, worlds away. They need to be able to win today. They need to be able to win on Sunday to be able to make to the quarterfinal round. So they're going to get through, if they do, at the slimmest of margins.
Oh yeah, I mean, so for Magnolia, at least they're doing very well in this game, so they can carry that into the next round or even in the knockout stage. But of course, when you look at Meralco, that's the reason why Bell reported that they have to make some corrections because they will definitely need that from the quarterfinal.
For sure, Sangalang inside. A little bit of contact. He's able to finish. Another 3-point play here for Ian in the process. Look at a great ball movement.
I think there's a good chance that Meralco will be matched with Barangay Ginebra.
Oh yes, they are the matchup.
So if that's going to be the matchup, then they have to find a way to stop Ian Sangalang because they might have problems with Dar or even the other bigs of Ginebra. The guards of Ginebra though will be much bigger, better rebounders. because of their size too. And of course, Scott not
Again, Ricardo Ratliff just showcasing his strength. He's much bigger there. Over Christian Newsom, watch him. He hardly even jumped for this rebound.
just stop that ball. The nice part about Ratliff, even if he doesn't get up that high, you know that quick jump always gets him ahead of everybody else.
Oh, shades of you playing against me.
Tama.
You didn't even have to jump. I'm jumping as high as I possibly can, and there's no way I'm going to get that rebound.
Ratliff is huge, especially you've seen him like set up some screens.
Now, foul's going to be called here, and Junicio doesn't like the call. Asking for a challenge.
For a review there, Coach Chito is going to call it.
Well, Johnny Barrientos is asking for a challenge. Tony Boy Espinosa was saying, let's challenge. But the head coach says, just accept it.
They're up by a big margin already, so regardless of whether it's right or wrong, you're still up. That's huge. In the league.
Coach Lennon is going to get a warning here. Picks up that rebound. Alfaro will get denied. Nice putback though. Sticking to the play there was Aris Junicio.
A good trail job there at the part of Aris Junicio. He knows that his teammates would really get challenged off that block. It was a nice block. Yet when you trail, give yourself another opportunity. That's going to be good for your team.
Put back there by Brandon. But the lead is still 31. Actually, it looks like the defense has tightened up a little bit here for both these squads. And hard to say that. People are going to say, what are you talking about, Anthony? It's a huge 31-point lead, but you can see that also with the amount of fouls being called here. Ratliff will come up short.
You see it also on a per possession basis. But of course, when you look at the score, it won't really seem that way. But on a possession basis, or possession point of view, definitely a stop is still a stop.
You want a challenge. Gives it up. Bates scores another basket.
You look at the skill of Conquito. Not only is deadly when it comes to rebounding and scoring, he can also assist.
Getting away, they forgot the man with the basketball. And Baraka says, thank you very much.
And he's doing a good job keeping his head up. Great game off that pick and roll. He just kept on scanning the floor and see who's at an advantage, and he found himself open.
Newsom up against a double team. Keeps it down. Almazan for two.
Football from the big man. But step through moves actually, and of course those finger rolls definitely help.
Approaching the halfway mark of the third period. Roca's going to get fouled. Basket and one opportunity here. Good mark.
We've seen Baroka even in the first half hit some tough shots. But then even here, he's really been very consistent. Loves that fall away of that spin move.
He got hit in the arm and still was able to hit that shot.
Focus right there. Despite that contact, you just have to continue on with your form.
91-59. Mazan gets away for two. He's got back-to-back baskets. And those layups inside are not going to make Coach Chito happy.
Use the left hand, Anthony, off a tough catch. So that shows a lot of skill on Raymond Almazan.
Right now, let's take a look at these various scenarios. So if Magnolia and TNT win, we're going to have Magnolia against Rain or Shine battling in for that final spot.
For the eighth position, of course, Northport, still maintains that number one and twice to beat advantage. But this is a critical, if Magnolia win, this is how it's really going to be.
And here, if Magnolia and Rain or Shine win, so it's going to be NLEX up against Magnolia this coming Sunday.
That's how things would really turn out, depending on the results of today's game. But then, of course, those are two scenarios should Magnolia win, unless the Bolts engineer a big comeback here. Unless.
And it's looking like they will take the victory here. But again, more than enough time for the Bolts to make a charge. Denisha will take a seat. The Beast back in. He already is in double digits with limited playing time. Banquero will go to the corner. Mazan from the free throw line hits another basket. That's 6 straight points.
I like the ball movement still of the Meralco Bulls with the way they were kicking out with a cross-court pass and hit that top guy with a nice perimeter J.
They'll go to the Beast. Again, wanting to take advantage of the size mismatch. Foul's going to be called there in Bong Quinto, and that is going to put the Bolts in the penalty. The Bolts are actually, as we said, playing a little tougher defensively, being a little bit more physical. Still, Magnolia getting their points.
What you really want to see at this stage from Meralco is that you try to overcome and make up for the big loss of your import. If the import will not really play tonight, that's a 20 and 10 at least in terms of points and rebounds. So you gotta make up for that, not just by one person, but you can distribute that among the rest of the team.
Almazan on a streak here. Two-man game, they go right back to him, and he scores again. He's got 8 straight points.
The nice part about Almazan, he uses either left or right. That gives him a big advantage, especially when he's rolling to the basket, and there were a lot of challenge there from the defender.
The Beast forcing the issue there, and he gets stripped. And here Coach Chito screaming from the sidelines, pass the ball. Banquero getting a running start. Open three from the corner. And here come the Bolts.
Yeah, they've been executing very well the past few plays. That's something that, of course, is an alarm or a warning to Coach Chito Victorero. That's why he had to call a timeout here.
Welcome back now to the Phil Sports Arena for this do or die game for Magnolia. So far, they're looking good until the last 2.5 minutes to play. We're in Meralco. Suddenly showed some life. 33-point lead has now been cut down to just 24.
Look at the way they start to pick up their lead.
It's going to force another turnover.
That's something that you look at the other side of the fence. Magnolia, yes, they're playing a great game. That's something that they really need to solve and be careful with because the turnovers, they're last in the league so far with the number of turnovers committed per game, which is 16 to 8.
One of the top performers in the first half, Xavier Lucero, back in the fold. He uses length here against Quinto. It's going to rim out. Almost went back to ball. But finally, Baroque and company got to stop. Xavier will bring it closer. It's going to be free throws. They don't need to complain because Magnolia is in the penalty. They're in the penalty. They don't have to. They were raising the roof there. We were having the fans raise the roof during the break, and there you can see the entire coaching staff of Magnolia up in arms.
You look at the coaching staff of Magnolia, they're great guards overall. Of course, from Coach Chito, Johnny, Jason, all of them are great guards.
Patuloy kayo.
Jason Webb there called for a warning. Aaron Black will check back in together with Jerome Lastimosa on the side of Magnolia. Now Xavier's going to add 2 free throws to his tally. And increase the lead once again for Magnolia. Let's stop the bleeding somewhat. Under 4 minutes to be played here in the third. And Mazan once again puts it up. Boy, raining on Mazan is all the third period.
But still, it's still coming off those pick and rolls because Vaquero knows that Radcliffe is helping out. He's trying to, Radcliffe is trying to stay in that driving position so that it's not going to be an easy penetration for Banquero. And yet, he always makes that mistake of over committing and helping. That's why Almazan is getting a lot of opportunities.
Here's De La Rosa. It's not going to drop, but once again, there's Ricardo Ratcliffe just camping up inside saying, all those boards are mine.
He has a big advantage over everyone, anyone.
Leads back up to 26. Black will kick it out. Almazan for three. Yes.
Now we're shooting even 3-point shot. Almazan rise to the occasion, showing us a lot of great offensive moves.
This is the closest that they've been. 23. They're being down by 33. Rosetta trying to make his move here. 20 away. Long rebound will go to De La Rosa. Ricardo setting the pick. Lastimosa opposite take a three. Black in the open court will get it back. Boy, getting a lot of easy baskets here at the Bulls.
That's definitely going to be big for Meralco because those easy shots will definitely help them slowly get back.
Losing clock once again. Alvin Abueva will hit three.
Way too many weapons. Way too many guys really having a great scoring night.
Yes, that is his bag of tricks. He doesn't take too many threes, but he has a decent percentage from there. They're trying to go inside, and the beast there will be called for a foul. And a foul to give, though.
It's the fifth foul. They're going to get the penalty here.
The beast will silence the crowd of the Bulls just a little bit. Raymond Almazan has really dominated here in the third. Look at those numbers already.
Big 23 points. He's just taking advantage of all those kick-out passes, all those drop passes to him under the baskets. He's a great finisher and a good recipient of those nice.
Hodge will put up a jumper. That was actually a three. He also doesn't take too many of those. Approaching the final minute of the third. Looks like the beast is going to take another three. Astimosa. At that time, ooh, that pass was just too high coming from Cancino. And he apologizes.
Momentum moving forward. Propel that ball way beyond. Even if Chris Newsom was probably a 7-foot.
And there was really no option for that pass anyhow. He wasn't free. They're going to burn clock. Almost a steal here from Hodge. Luciano's going to get it back. Paul Lee for three. Will overshoot. But the Bulls are going to walk it up. Difference of about 4 seconds from the game clock and the shot clock. Here in the third. Both teams in the penalty. Newsom with a jumper, short. Lee looks up at the clock.
2 seconds.
Sangalang!
Meralco was not really able to sprint down because even Newsom was like about to go into the bench and he didn't really realize that there were 2 seconds left on the game clock there. A lot of time to be able to take the shot, go finish it.
That will count, and that will give Magnolia a little bit more cushion heading into the fourth as they're up 101-75.
My back.
Right now, let's take a look at the game summary, and we have the points in the paint differential in favor of Magnolia, 54-30. That's a huge 24 points. And then the second chance points. Take a look at this, 19-7, still in favor of the freaking Templados. That is plus 12. And then the import. Play against, no import on the other side. Really flexing his muscles with 31 points, 14 boards, 13 out of 15 from the field. And that's why they have this commanding lead here, Eric.
On the interior, the paint has really been Magnolia has been dominating the paint a lot. Okay. Of course, this is where you really miss your big man, your Mitchell, who also has been a dominant force for the Bulls.
And Black will misfire from the free throw line. Take the second. Slotted there by his father, Coach Norman, who's in the stands. Foul's going to be called there, and Jason happy.
11 minutes and 36.
Hodge has not had a good evening.
But it's been he wants his matchup with Lucero because he knows that Lucero has been having a great game. He's one of the best defenders of the ball.
That's easy pickings once again for Sangalangin. Cliff Hodge could do nothing because he has 5 personals.
Well, and also he was guarding Lucero from up top. So by the time he rotated there, Sangalang had already a good position.
Foul's going to be called there in Cancino. The quickness that he had up against the taller Sangalang, but he knew he was quicker.
So that's his advantage, Anthony, because he's really known to be quite athletic, be able to go up against the bigs in the league. Nero was not as was a bit quiet in the second half compared to his performance in the first.
Well, definitely his production has slowed down. Actually, the production of Magnolia in the third period somewhat stymied there by the defense.
This
Put
is
together
the
here by
first
the Bulls.
quarter that they have even scored beyond 30 points compared to the first two.
Paul Lee with a jumper. Trying to kiss it off the glass, a little bit too strong. Last by Magnolia. Magnolia not yet safely into that playoff for Sunday. That's why Ratliff has been sent back in. La Rosa back here for the Beast. Another foul is going to be, well, that's going to be the third team foul now. Called on Magnolia.
The way the Bulls are like giving problems to the defense of the Chicken Templados. See a lot of promise here, a lot of things happening. Of course, these are the positive things that Coach Luigi Trillo and Coach Nenad really want.
They continue to whittle away at this lead. Now down to 22.
30.
Timosa will get fouled.
Nice matchup with Grayson and Anthony. Quickness there between the two Spitfires.
Send it over to Bell.
The call for the Bolts coming into this quarter is to just play better basketball and improve from how they did in the first three quarters. Again, they would want to use this game to prepare for the next round, and that starts with cleaning up their defense as early as now. Back to you, gentlemen.
Well, they have definitely cleaned up their defense. That's for certain.
Well, it has improved a lot, especially we've seen it here. And like I said, coaches knowing the importance of each and every game, you would really want to get some positives out of it so that you can carry that on for your next game.
Grayson will give it up to Cancino. Cancino splits the defense. Up and under move. It falls short. Black for three. That's offline. Cancino gets denied. But a foul's going to be called there. Ricardo, they say. That's going to be number 3 on Ratliff.
It would be interesting on how Meralco would find a way to get Ratliff in small trouble. He only 3 at this stage of the game, and we're already quarter. It would really help out to get him into foul trouble. So at least he's a less headache for the Bulls at this stage.
There you can see Akil Mitchell on the bench. As Bell mentioned a while ago, he'll be dressed, but will not be utilized. Well, it was a game time decision. And now, obviously, he's not coming to play today.
9 minutes remaining.
Oh, a hard fall there.
It was a hard fall there on the flip hot. That's the collision on Ricardo Ratliff.
And for the guy who's battling back spasms,
Holding on to his wrist. That's also not a good sign there. Look at the collision here as he tries to jump up in the air. And then
yes, he did. He was trying to cushion his fall there with his right hand, and he is clutching on to that right wrist.
balance there as he landed down. So I know that Cliff Hodge is a tough player. Then when you get a situation like that, no matter who you are, it's not going to hurt.
He hits the floor a lot of times, but he quickly gets back up.
This is a different situation. He's also still holding on to his right wrist.
When he was up in the air, he was actually trying to deny the pass to Ratliff, and while he was up, he got banged by Ricardo. But the Bolts are hoping that he's okay because he's a very vital cog moving into the quarterfinals.
Okay, so he's most especially on the rebound and on the defense. And the hustle that Cliff Hodge always provides.
We're going to check on that, and He will be replaced, and he's definitely not coming back in this ball game.
Also, these are the things that you don't really want to see, actually, especially the people. Um, you're already entering the quarterfinal round and you have one player, with an injury.
They get it to Rayson. This guy is a gunner.
Oh, on you actually an off balance put up, and yet Rayson here he has been showing a lot of promise here with the number of minutes that he has shown. I think not only on this game but during the previous game.
Galang will misfire. Again, another offensive rebound. Just too many here for the boys in white, and they're taking full advantage of it. Shot clock is down to 3. Falling short. Extra pass. I don't think that's going to count. There's confirmation it will not count.
Yes, but you can still see that the instructions of Ricardo Radcliffe, he could have taken that shot, and yet he wanted to give it to his teammates.
Rayson again. That was a fishing expedition, and that is going to put Magnolia in the penalty now.
That's what we appreciate about young players. When you put them in, they really provide a lot of energy. They keep moving and going, and to think that to have some good things happen for your team.
The annual NBA Watch and Win is back. Watch the live games on NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, and Pilipinas Live from January 13 to Feb 16. Wait for the question to be flashed on screen during the break, and then send in your answers to nba.onesports.ph. I was going to be called on Rayson there. That'll be the third team foul for the Bulls.
Always the challenge when you're a point guard. You switch off a bigger guy, they definitely will go right away and seal you.
Wally finds Sanggalang. Sanggalang inside for 2. That will bring the lead back up to 20. A little bit too strong there. Calling out the play, approaching the 8-minute mark here. What a spin there by Paul Lee.
The best part about that spin move, Anthony, is the spinning. He keeps the ball up high rather than the spinning below.
Timeout will be called here by the Bulls. Probably going to try to come up with one last stand after this timeout. Look at the performance here of Paul Lee up against Eastern. Didn't score, but had 4 assists in 12 minutes of action, and they're slowly trying to ease him back coming off that injury.
Yes, we all know how the value of Paul Lee for this Magnolia team, even in the past. That's why you want to get him slowly ready. Even with 12.6 minutes, he was not able to score, but at least he was able to get some assists done. So offense will just come, and you can see how aggressive he is in this game.
He will make the first. That'll bring the lead back up to 21. Let's go to Bell.
Cliff Hodge made his way to the dugout after hitting the deck with his hand on his wrist and taking some time to get up. So we followed him there, and according to Team PT bench Palarca, it is a right wrist sprain, and it doesn't look like he will be returning. Back to you, gentlemen.
Well, we surmise that he really will not come back in this ball game. Marocco will score. That's going to bring the lead back up to 24 here. More than enough breathing space.
Definitely. I mean, if you have Barocca in there, you will always be able to control tempo and make some good decisions on the floor.
Black will get to the line. Spot of Magnolia is in the penalty. Black on the line for 2 free throws. The NBA's midseason classic is here. Watch the 2025 NBA All-Star Weekend live from Feb 15 to 17, exclusive on NBA TV Philippines. On Sports, RP. Awesome weekend. Black will not get the second. He's missed 2 free throws already here. That foul from Rayson will put also the Bolts in the penalty.
Even the guards alone, Anthony, you see physicality. You're bringing the ball down. Razor even trying to be rugged against them.
Paul Lee floats inside. Won't get that. Nice effort there for Paul Lee to give his squad a brand new 14. Which is now down to 6. Trying to thread the needle there was Barocca. 2-1 break. Rayson, perfect pass to Bates.
A good way to do it. You try to get some easy baskets of the opposite end after a good defensive stop.
And cut the lead down to 21. Now they go inside to Ricardo. The pass a little bit out of the range of Sangalang, but he's able to track it down. Barocca inside. That'll drop.
Aggressiveness of Mark Barocca. You know, he never took anything lightly. Every time he moves on the court, look at this nice curl. He just went straight to the hole and he went hard. That's why he was able to get a good position, that opportunity to score.
Converts the 3-point play. The lead is back up to 24. So now the clock starting to become a factor. Rayson for 3. Just short. Another rebound by Ricardo, and now they're going to walk it up. Use clock once again. Xavier is on the floor once again. Paul Lee just elevating and scoring.
Only be really dangerous once Paulie starts to get going offensively.
Aaron flips it up, will come up short. Xavier's off and running, but Paulie says, take your time. Again, let's use clock. Paulie once again will kick it out. Lucero left wide open. Bang!
He still has a shooting touch. Again, they're finding those open shooters because of the ball movement.
Rayson lost it on the way up.
Lost.
Janicio and Alfaro will check back in, and I think Paulie should be done for the day. I think he had more than enough of a workout getting him prepared for Sunday.
Yes, you cannot like extend minutes right away, most especially if it's
Under 5 minutes here. Now the business end of this matchup. In a game that Magnolia needs to win.
Oras. Ay, tumira.
defense of Magnolia really working there. Oh, a turnover
Meron
by
pa.
Meralco.
Dalang bola sa'yo.
Baroka trying to take advantage of the youngster. They come up short though. Grayson will go to Black. Two-man game here with Norbert. Torres will put up a three. That'll rim out. Really sealed. Rattler says, let's take our time. Let's use some clock. You don't necessarily need to score. Ricardo will kick it to the wing. Lucero for three. Yes! He's got 2 threes. Here in the fourth.
Starting to up again. Just getting in a very good shooting position. Most especially off those kickouts.
Another big rebound and that's definitely ball game.
Magnolia gets really fired up every time they make stops, and that's when it gives them a lot of energy, most especially at the offensive end.
Another three. Why not?
For a while there, I was talking about Xavier Lucero, not scoring as much as he did in the first half. But here, you see the back-to-back shots from the outside, from the three-point range. And of course, the defense effort he puts on those defense, most
rest with this quick turnaround. In 2 days, they're playing once again.
Likely they'll just go and walk through because the situation here, should Magnolia win this game, it looks like they will. There's a chance that they will be, or they will be playing for the knockout game Sunday.
So now we've seen some clarity. The first two scenarios that we showed you earlier today are done because Magnolia is going to win this ball game. So there definitely will be a playoff this coming Sunday.
It's going to depend on what happens in the second game.
The only question remains, who will they be playing?
Yes, that will also be decided with whoever wins in the second game.
Timosa gets away from Rayson. Pasaol is in together with Mendoza. That's Bates and Jansen Rios. Overshooting there. Lapus is going to get a rebound. Said, come on, that was supposed to be mine. And Lastimosa took it away.
That could have been another stat line added to use.
And Yobo will put up a three. Good line, a little bit too strong.
Box out there, Benicio.
Big pick there, set by Laput. Bates on a run down court.
Good transition on the part of Lester. Made sure that he gave a difficult time to Mason on that penetration.
Now they're going to use clock. Rapado to the corner. Lastimosa for three. Will overshoot.
They receive right there.
That's correct.
course, Mendoza and Lastimoso on the floor. Players dive sometimes. They can hit the leg of the opposing player. So things can happen at that. Of course, both of those guys have been going for that basket.
Because Lastimosa is a vital card, he is also sent back to the bench now. So we got Balanza in his place. And here's Jerick racing after being on the bench the entire game, having to sprint. He says, "Give me some points."
I think he wants to get on the scoreboard.
For sure. A foul there by Pasaol from the back. Well, he's going to miss the first free throw.
Will definitely try to make the second one. But of course, that's going to be really tough because you have good chances there.
People don't realize how tough that is. You're sitting down the entire time. And then you come in, cold off the bench, having to sprint down court, take 2 free throws.
And your heart rate is just going to shoot all the way up. Of course, the good thing is these guys are in definitely good shape, but it's easy to still come off the bench and just like perform.
Ryobu. Strong move inside, overshoots. Laput will score.
Those defensive rebound.
And he looks over the bench, says, "I got 2 points."
He's got a lot of guys cheering him on.
From what I've heard also, he just actually signed a new contract. So, he is part of the long-term plans here for Magnolia.
Big win here. Magnolia, live to fight another day, Anthony.
So they got what they needed here, a victory in their final game in the eliminations. As we have the best player of the game, brought to you by Honda, official motorcycle of the PBA. And it's none other than Xavier Lucero.
And there were a couple of guys who really started to think this game out on a very good note, and one of them is Xavier Lucero. Look at his numbers, Anthony, with the way he just piled up those numbers. 22, 3, and 3 assists. And the three-point shooting has really been perfect and also from the free throw line.
And now we got the final score brought to you by Honda, official motorcycle of the PBA. It's Magnolia, 129, Meralco, 92. Coming up next, another important game here for both these squads. It's DNT looking to get the top spot, and it's rain or shine wanting to make the quarterfinals.
our post-game press conference. We have our player of the game, Xavier Lucero, and Coach Chito Viclair of Magnolia. Coach, and Zave, congratulations. Sabi mo nga, Coach, the past 3 games, virtual do-or-die games na talaga for you. What can you say about how your players responded and played through the pressure of the past game?
First of all, I would like to thank Lord Jesus Christ for this win. Very proud, thankful. Na-appreciate ko lahat yung effort ng players ko because talagang
Tanggal ka na,
tinatrabaho
pagka
naman nila sa
natanggal ka.
practice eh. I mean, we're practicing like a game situation. So talagang deserve naman nila nandito sa sitwasyon na to. Although yun nga, we've been to pressure pack because of our discipline and execution for the whole game. I think we have a good chance, and itong chance na binigay naman sa amin, ginagrab lang namin yung opportunity. So thank again to the Lord Jesus Christ for the opportunity and chance na makapaglaro for number 8. Yan. The only thing is we have only 1 day to prepare, so hopefully we can survive on Sunday.
Thank you, Coach. Now, Xavier, one of our game analysts, the Dean, mentioned how you seem to be the barometer of this team. If you're playing well, the greater chance your team's going to win. And if you're struggling, then more difficult for your team to win. Just your thoughts on that.
I don't think that's, it's a team game, and I'm sitting here right now, but there's a lot of guys that played well tonight, and we probably would have been all right if I had 0 points because, and with the desperation, and we were playing team basketball. I think it's whenever us as a team we play with each other and through each other when we play our best. So good that we're playing that way right now.
Now time for the game highlights brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. It's climb or crash. And climbing up, getting a chance here for a game on Sunday are the Hotshots. As we see Ricardo Ratliff getting his squad off to a good start with a 3. And hits another one there.
That's the most important thing. If you have your best player on the court really scoring early, that's a good sign for your team, especially if it's survival time.
Norbert Torres with an end one situation there. One of the few offensive rebounds. TJ Cancino showing everybody that, yes, he has arrived. And he's back and free from injury. But it was still Magnolia up by 7. It was still actually respectable after the first period of play.
Yes, both teams really had a good.
Then Xavier happened. He took over here in the second and blew this game wide open.
Xavier was the savior of this in that second quarter because this is the run that they definitely get a good sized lead.
He'd score here on his under goal stab to make it a 22-point advantage. Little reply here coming from Bong Quinto, kissing off the glass, off that foul from Alfaro. At that time break, it was 73-47 in favor of the Hotshots. And then the third period belonged to Raymond Almazan. Got away for so many baskets.
17-point Patrick third quarter alone. He tried to bring back his team. But again, the great performance of Magnolia really took its toll on the Meralco Bulls the entire.
And then the Beast hits a 3 here. That'll restore a 21-point lead. Then Sangalang beating the buzzer there to end the third period will give them an even more comfortable lead. And so as we headed into the final period, it is 101-75 in favor of Magnolia. And then Mark Baroka got them started. Even Paul Lee had his moments before he was lifted, and they're reserving him definitely for Sunday.
There's a lot of guys who really contributing, and I'm pretty sure Coach Chito Victorero is really glad that all these guys have really produced. And what a time for them to really get going in the game. That gives them a good chance to have a nice game on Sunday.
And then Lucero would hit back-to-back threes to literally put this game away. Nice touch there. And he says, thank you very much. We will see everybody on Sunday for a do or die encounter. Magnolia wins this one, 129-92. Coming up next, another game with playoff implications. It's TNT up against Rain or Shine. That's going to do it here for our coverage. That's my partner, Coach Eric Reyes. Anthony Stein saying, thanks for joining us, everybody. Till next time, take